ATTIS is a comprehensive management support software. It includes all the important elements of an integrated management system of organizations. Therefore, cyber risk management can be organically integrated into the overall management system and directly linked to the organization's goals, processes, and guidelines. The specific responsibilities arising from the risk management system can be directly incorporated into the job descriptions and specific tasks of employees.
The Cyber Risk Management module in the ATTIS program is an integral part of the organization's integrated management system. This allows ATTIS to be used effectively, for example, to manage the complete implementation of an information security strategy. Precisely define the risk management process, including clearly defined responsibilities for the implementation of the process. Or to administer and publish external legislative regulations and methodologies. And internal management documents governing the responsibilities of employees to prevent cyber risks. The risk management module itself is based on the requirements of the Cyber Act and the NIS2 directive. Risk here refers to a potential event in which a specific threat threatens a specific asset. The threat exploits the vulnerability of an asset when it operates. Therefore, the purpose of risk management is to identify and evaluate important relationships between assets, threats, and vulnerabilities and to minimize the potential consequences of risk events through appropriate measures.
Asset Catalog. The basis of the risk management system is the identification, registration, and evaluation of the organization's assets. ATTIS supports the registration and evaluation of assets that can be classified into different categories. For cybersecurity purposes, information assets are the most important. Their catalog can be clearly organized into folders and displayed, for example, in the form of a tree. The information asset card contains a series of information that describes the asset and displays all the important links of the asset to other elements of the risk management system. Each asset can be assigned responsible persons who are responsible for its management and protection. An asset can be evaluated in terms of availability, confidentiality, and integrity. The program automatically calculates the value of the asset. An asset can be assigned indicators that measure and evaluate specific data related to the asset's threat. The status of the indicators is visualized in color in the form of a traffic light. After conducting a risk analysis and assessment, the Asset tab will automatically display all the risks that threaten the asset, including visual highlighting of the significance of the risk. In addition, in the Assets tab, it is possible to define the mutual relationships between assets. Here, for example, the dependence between secondary and primary assets can be defined. For each asset, all the measures that protect it from possible risks are also listed.
Threat Catalog. Threats are potential events that are a source of risk. In ATTIS, threats are recorded in a separate catalog, which can be displayed in the form of a tree or a well-arranged table. A threat can be preliminarily assessed in terms of the probability that it will materialize. For each threat, the assets that are threatened by the threat are listed. The risks that arise from the threat, as well as risk mitigation measures that are aimed at mitigating a specific threat.
Vulnerability Catalog. Just as important as the threat inventory is the vulnerability inventory. In simple terms, these represent the properties of assets and company systems that can make it easier for threats to penetrate an asset and subsequently damage it. Vulnerabilities in ATTIS are also listed in a separate catalog, in which information can be efficiently searched and sorted. In the Vulnerability tab, you can preliminarily assess the probability of a vulnerability occurring. The specific assets that the vulnerability relates to are listed here, as well as the risks in which the vulnerability is included.
Risk Catalog. The risk catalog is the result of a comprehensive analysis and assessment of the relationships between assets, threats, and vulnerabilities. The risk analysis and assessment are recorded in the risk card, where information is also available about the measures already in place that can mitigate the risk. Risk is evaluated based on an assessment of the likelihood of the threat occurring and the vulnerability. Furthermore, the potential impact of the risk on the key functions of the organization is evaluated. ATTIS then automatically calculates the level and significance of the risk. All risks are clearly displayed in the risk catalog. The significance of risk is visualized in the form of a traffic light. For each risk, all measures aimed at managing it are also displayed. Risk Management Plan. The most important managerial output of risk management is a risk management plan. An overview of all the measures that make up the risk management plan is available in ATTIS. It clearly displays all measures in relation to a specific risk, the source of the measures and the status of implementation. Each measure is assigned in the form of a specific task with clear responsibilities and deadlines. For each measure, there is a list of all the risks that the measure helps to manage and other related links. In addition to meeting the requirements of legislation, the ATTIS solution will bring you a number of other benefits. Risk management with ATTIS will help protect all tangible and intangible assets of the organization, such as movable and immovable assets, the organization's know-how and its reputation. It will become an organic part of the organization's integrated management system. This will significantly enhance the organization's ability to maintain service continuity in the event of emergencies. ATTIS. Your software for better management.